What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and I had done some reading online today where I had seen some people saying that the Sandhawk sucks without the B. The Sandhawk is a unique SMG from the first campaign DLC, and it is obviously broken with the B due to its unlisted projectiles. It's actually kind of notorious for that glitch, and people use it a lot for that particular reason. However, the Sandhawk is still a very powerful weapon even without the B, and I've used it on Maya a lot without the B and to great effect. I consider it to be the most powerful SMG in the game, even without the B. So, obviously that was when I was using it with Maya, though, who has the legendary Catcom, and some skills that really benefit this particular weapon. However, I do think Zero will have some skills that will benefit this weapon quite a bit, too, so we'll see how we do. I'm going to be using it with a legendary killer class mod, which is going to boost team critical hit damage, which is always nice, and then we're going to get boost to several skills as well that will really help out the Sandhawk. We're going to be boosting Headshot, adding more critical hit damage, Killer, which will help us reload the weapon quicker, and we do work through magazines pretty quickly, so that will be really nice, but it does only happen after a kill, and after a kill it also does boost critical hit damage as well. Velocity is a pretty important boost for this weapon because it increases the bullet speed, and the Sandhawk ordinarily has fairly slow moving bullets that kind of resemble a bird flapping its wings. With this many points in velocity, though, the bullets are going to be moving pretty damn quickly. Precision is going to tighten up that bird, make it a little bit smaller, and easier to put all of the bird onto a critical hit spot. Fast Hands for more reload. Ambush is going to give us a multiplicative damage boost, which is always nice. Deathmark and Death Blossom are also going to give us a very large multiplicative damage boost as well. Two Fang is pretty cool with this weapon because being a doll weapon, it is going to have a burst fire mechanic, and with Two Fang we can increase the size of the burst. Rising Shot's going to be really nice with this weapon too because we will reach the maximum stat count very, very quickly because the Sandhawk has multiple projectiles, which should also pair well with Bore. From the Bloodshed tree we are going to get Grim for survivability, which regenerates our shield after a kill, and Follow Through, which will increase our movement speed and gun damage after a kill. So I think that this will work out pretty well. I've never really used the Sandhawk with Zero though, so I'm not exactly sure if my theories will be correct, but we'll see what happens. Gonna go ahead and get Slag on this first guy here, and we'll see if we're able to take him out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Kunai on him and stuff, and then we're going to shoot him, and as you can see, the Sandhawk is going to kill him very, very easily. The Sandhawk is a very, very powerful weapon even without the B, and I don't really know how people get the misconception that the weapon isn't powerful without the B, and I don't quite understand that because, even without the B, it's still wrecking things very, very quickly here, as you can see. Obviously, with the points in velocity, I can use this weapon at long range, and that's really nice because that's usually one of the main drawbacks of the weapon is its slow-moving bullet speed. Looks like we got a badass in here. That's kind of cool. Makes the first room a little bit more difficult than it, normally would be. You usually don't get a badass spawn in here, so that's kind of neat. We'll see if we're able to take him out quickly as well. And as you can see, it's working through the badass pretty damn quickly. We were able to kill him before he got his eye blast off there, and that was nice. And we're killing most enemies in under a magazine. You'll notice that the Sandhawk does eat through ammo pretty quickly, but SMGs do have the largest ammo pool, and that kind of mitigates that problem, so that's really nice. As you can see, though, the Sandhawk definitely does not suck without the B. It's a very powerful weapon, with or without it, so that's pretty neat. Go ahead and get Slag and Kunai on that guy there. Excellent. Get Slag on this guy. And we'll take out this last gun loader in this room, and then we'll move on to the next badass loader. But as you can see, the Sandhawk really tore through that first room, and it was able to get us through it with no issues at all, so that's really nice. Go ahead and open these two chests here. Didn't get too much in the way of not sniper ammo, SMG ammo, but again, we have a very large SMG ammo pool, so it's probably not entirely needed. Slag and Kunai again. And even though one of my pellets hit the antagonist there, which is always aggravating, we still killed that badass enemy very quickly. So that was good stuff. We're going to kill this guy as well. Cool. So the Sandhawk is just a powerful weapon. I consider it to be the best SMG in the game, and you know, a lot of DPS tests confirm that as well. It's really, you know, quite usable without the bee, and it's always going to be a powerful weapon no matter really which character you're playing with. But you know, obviously Maya can make great use of it with the legendary Catcalm, but Zero's making great use of it here as well. And obviously if you're using it with the bee, any character is going to be, you know, dealing a lot of damage very, very quickly with this weapon, so that's something to keep in mind. Cool, so I'm going to make these exploders blow up, and then we can get to fighting some more, like actual fighting loaders again. We do get at least a half-dozen exploders here, though, and it is kind of a irritating lull in this map, unfortunately. But now that they're all gone, we can actually concentrate on getting to, or at least close to all gone, we can concentrate on getting to some loaders who will actually fight us again, which is good stuff. Cool, so we killed that guy. I was going to line up that shot, but the power loader pushed me too far. Get slagged. We might not need slag for this guy. Who knows? Need slag. Cool. Neat. Now that we got those guys slagged, we should be able to line up a bore shot and see what we can do there. We didn't get the greatest of bore shots. But, you know, still killing enemies very, very quickly with this weapon, so that's good. Gonna go ahead and kill this guy here. Cool. Then we'll go ahead and get slag on the badass loader. And some kunai as well, if they'll reach. Cool. So we're getting that huge damage boost now from the Deathmark and Death Blossom. And now we'll take this guy out. Neat. Alright, so we are getting a little bit lower on ammo, so I am just going to run back here and open these two chests because I think the game is going to weight these SMG ammo drops for me, which should be more than enough ammo to get us through the next room. Cool. Now, obviously when you get low on one specific type of ammo, the game is usually going to weight that ammo drop a little bit higher for you, which is nice. But as you can see, I was able to get all the way up above 750 rounds of ammunition there, so now we're back to cruising. I'm going to blow up that little barrel there and this little barrel here, though, because obviously we don't need to be dealing with those. And we're going to take out this power loader now. Neat. Alright, so we've got a exploder there. We'll need to watch out for that guy. And we can take out this hot loader, who's very, very capable of killing us with his fire damage over time. And we'll kill him. I don't know if you guys saw that there, but I'm pretty sure that power loader, or that hot loader I just killed a second ago, died to corrosive damage over time. We get another badass loader in this room. That's pretty neat. I like that. We'll get ready to kill him. And as you can see, you know, it's wrecking even the badass loaders very quickly. So the Sandhawk definitely doesn't suck without the bee. I don't really know where that misconception got started, but it is pretty popular. Some people say that the bee is useless, or the Sandhawk is useless without the bee. And some people say that the bee is useless since it's nerfed. Obviously, both of those things very, very untrue. So, those are just things that you need to keep in mind, I guess. You know, don't really believe too many people saying what seem like ridiculous things, probably, before you've tested them for yourself. Oops, definitely let that exploder get too close to me. That's okay. We had a transfusion, and we used it effectively. Hot loader, you're being irritating. Alright, moving forward. We'll kill this guy here. so that's nice. We might have killed that guy back there, actually. So the Sandhawk can be a very powerful weapon with Bore because it has the multiple projectiles, and you put a lot of projectiles downrange, giving you a lot of opportunities to bore enemies, which is always a good thing. So, you know, still cruising. Ran into that little bit of trouble there, but that was really due to my poor gamesmanship more than the Sandhawk not being effective. So that was something I wanted to point out there. You guys probably realized it, like, oh, Luke's playing like a scrub right here. Well, yeah, sometimes I do that. Cool. So we'll go ahead and kill the 4-player scaled enemies in Pervy's room now, because, you know, why not? The Sandhawk has been doing well this far, and we'll see how it does against some slightly healthier enemies and see how we do in there. Definitely want to be able to slag these guys, though, because they are going to be pretty tough. Nice, caught a huge eye blast right there to start, so that was bad news. Hopefully we don't die. Killed that first guy. Got damage on this second guy because of Bore, which was nice. So we'll kill him pretty quickly as well. There's Pervy down there. Want to get ready to kill him. Get a transfusion out there just in case. And as you can see, we killed Pervy pretty quickly as well. Cool. So we're almost done now, and you can see that the Sandhawk, even though we weren't, you know, using the very, very powerful glitch that occurs when using the Sandhawk and the Bee at the same time, we were able to clear Washburn Refinery with relatively no issues at all. At least none that were caused by the Sandhawk. The Sandhawk was able to rip through those enemies pretty damn quickly, and like I said, I believe it to be the best SMG in the game, even without the Bee. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I'd appreciate that as well. And the final verdict on the Sandhawk is that, personally, I think it's a great weapon, no matter really which character you're using. So, if you're using a character like Maya, who has great synergy with it, it's going to be extremely powerful. If you're using Zero, it's also going to be very powerful. And all other characters can make good use of it as well. Obviously, it doesn't work too great with Salvador during his Gunzerk because you can't get the burst fire mechanic of it. But other than that, it's a great weapon. And as always, guys, I do hope to catch you next time. So, one more time, thanks for watching, and bye, guys.